NASA can't explain it. Something is out there, and in 2026, for the first time in history, we have the instruments to see it, but not the answers to understand it. Picture this: a shadow moving where no shadow should be, a ripple in the void so vast it defies physics. This year, the James Webb Space Telescope locked onto something impossible. A structure, if you can even call it that, stretching halfway across a galaxy. Not a planet, not a star, something else. And NASA's best minds? They're stumped. But this isn't the only mystery haunting the cosmos. Just last month, the Vera Rubin Observatory caught an interstellar object screaming through our solar system, faster than anything natural should move. Its trajectory, perfectly straight, no curve, no drift, as if something pushed it. And then there's Voyager 1. The old probe should be silent by now, lost in the interstellar dark. But in August 2026, its dying signal spiked, not with static, but with pattern. A sequence of pulses repeating every 17 hours. Scientists scrambled to decode it. What they found chilled them to the bone. It matched no known cosmic phenomenon. But the real terror? The Parker Solar Probe. As it skimmed the sun's corona this year, it detected a temperature anomaly, a patch of space colder than the void around it. A pocket of shadow in the furnace of a star. One theory suggests it's a flaw in the data. Another, that something out there is eating heat. Now, imagine standing on a world orbiting a black hole. Time stretches, light bends. But what if the black hole itself bends in ways it shouldn't? Youst recently spotted one doing exactly that, its event horizon wrinkling, as if pressed by an unseen hand. The math says it's impossible. The universe doesn't care. And then there's the silence. The Fermi paradox has haunted us for decades. If the cosmos is so vast, where is everyone? But in 2026, a new fear takes hold. What if we're not alone, just last? Because something is coming. Something is listening. Deep in the radio static between stars, the Allen Telescope Array just picked up a signal that shouldn't exist. A narrowband pulse, too clean to be natural, echoing from a region of space we've scanned 1,000 times before. Empty space. Until now. Scientists are calling it the lonely frequency. It repeats every 36 hours. Not a message, not noise, a heartbeat. And the stars themselves are acting strange. JOST's latest data reveals a cluster of red giants in the Andromeda Galaxy, dimming in perfect unison, not flickering, not eclipsing, as if something colossal passed in front of them all at once. But the scale? Unthinkable. To block that much light, you'd need an object larger than our solar system. And yet, no gravity signature, no infrared trace, just absence. Then there's Oumuamua's siblings. This year, the Vera Rubin Observatory detected 3 more interstellar objects, all moving too fast, too straight. One even accelerated as it left our solar system, as if tugged by invisible strings. The most chilling detail? Their trajectories trace back to the same patch of sky, a cosmic crossroads, a hunting ground. But the real nightmare is unfolding at Proxima Centauri. Last week, the espresso spectrograph caught something disturbing. The star's habitable zone planet, Proxima b, has vanished, not obscured, not transiting, gone. One theory suggests a telescope glitch. Another, that something swallowed the world whole, leaving no debris, no shockwave, just a star suddenly alone. And the anomalies are escalating. The Event Horizon Telescope, fresh from mapping black holes, just found a void in the Sagittarius A data, a perfect sphere of nothing hovering near the accretion disk. Not a black hole, not a star, a hole in reality itself. Matter falls in, nothing comes out. Not even light. Meanwhile, Voyager 2's final transmission, received just days ago, contained a 12-second burst of data, an audio waveform. When played back, a sound like breathing. Engineers swear it's instrument noise. Biologists aren't so sure. Now, look up. The night sky is lying to you. The Hubble Deep Field images, updated this year, show galaxies where there were none before, appearing overnight, with no stellar nurseries, no collisions, as if someone placed them there. And the most terrifying part? The Great Attractor, the mysterious gravitational anomaly pulling our entire local galaxy cluster toward it, just changed course. We're no longer falling toward it, it's falling toward us. Scientists are scrambling, theories collapsing. The laws of physics feel like thin ice now. cracking beneath our feet. Because in 2026, we're learning the hard way. The universe isn't just stranger than we imagined, it's stranger than we can imagine, and it's not staying quiet. The Parker Solar Probe, skimming the sun's corona at 430,000 miles per hour, just detected a thermal echo, a pulse of heat rebounding off nothing, as if the sun's plasma slammed into an invisible wall. The math says it should have vaporized any object dense enough to reflect that energy. Yet the echo persists, growing louder. Then there's the dust. The Vera Rubin Observatory's new sky survey reveals a pattern in the interstellar medium. Vast, geometric filaments of cosmic dust, aligning toward a single point near the Orion Arm. Not random, not natural. Like the wake of something massive, moving. And the galaxies? Their rotations are off. Spiral arms and distant clusters are twisting in sync, as if tugged by the same unseen force. Dark matter can't explain this. Nothing can. It's as if the universe itself is rewiring. But the true shock came from JOIST's mid-infrared scans. A team at Caltech just identified a cold spot in deep space, a region 300 light-years wide where the cosmic microwave background drops to near absolute zero. No gas, no dust, just cold. One hypothesis, a defect in spacetime. Another, the shadow of something even colder lurking beyond. And then, there's the timing. Every 167 hours, like clockwork, the lonely frequency pulses. Every 167 hours, the cold spot fluctuates. Every 167 hours, a neutron star in the Crab Nebula misses a rotation, not slowing down, not speeding up, skipping, as if something reached out and stopped it. The pattern is undeniable. The scale? Unfathomable. Whatever's happening, it's not just here. It's everywhere. Now, hold your breath. Because Voyager 1, silent since 2025, just woke up. Its transmission, a single, looping waveform. A perfect sine wave at 1.42 gigahertz. The hydrogen line, the frequency of the universe itself. But there's a hitch. It's too perfect. No Doppler shift, no interference, as if it's not coming from Voyager at all, but through it. Meanwhile, at the edge of our solar system, the New Horizons probe detects a new anomaly. The Kuiper Belt's outer debris field is rippling, not drifting, not colliding, rippling, like something just passed through. And the stars? They're watching. Astronomers at the European Southern Observatory just confirmed it. Red giants in 5 separate galaxies are dimming in sequence, a wave of shadow leaping from star to star at 20 times the speed of light. Impossible? Yes. But the data doesn't lie. The final piece? Gravity itself is stuttering. LIGO's detectors, built to catch cosmic ripples, are picking up microscopic tremors, not from black hole mergers, but from empty space, as if something vast is testing the fabric of reality. So ask yourself, what bends black holes? What steals planets? What breathes in the void? The answer is coming, and when it arrives, you won't need telescopes to see it, because it'll be here, but not in the way you expect. This August, the Hubble Space Telescope caught something impossible, a black hole's shadow. Flickering. Not the accretion disk, not the jets, the event horizon itself, as if something punched through from the other side, and the data is worse than anyone feared. The distortion isn't localized, it's spreading, like a crack in a dam. Meanwhile, JOIST's new deep field scan reveals a cluster of rogue planets, not drifting, but arranged. 37 worlds, all Earth-sized, all ice-covered, orbiting nothing. No star, no heat source. Yet their surfaces bear identical geometric scarring, pentagonal troughs, kilometers deep. Natural erosion? Unlikely, because they're fresh, as if carved yesterday. And then there's the oxygen. The ALMA array in Chile just detected a spike in interstellar molecular oxygen, a sudden surge in a region previously void of it. No supernovae. No nebulae. Just oxygen, appearing out of nowhere. Life's fingerprint, without life. Unless, of course, something's manufacturing it. But the real terror? The silence. The Arecibo replacement array, barely operational, picked up a signal so faint it was almost dismissed as noise. A repeating sequence of prime numbers, but inverted, counting down, from 13. And here's the kicker. It's not coming from deep space. It's broadcasting from inside our own heliosphere. Something is here. Something is counting. And the numbers are running out. Now, look up. The Parker probe's latest data dump confirms it. The sun's magnetic field is learning, flipping polarity in precise non-random intervals, correcting itself, like a machine rebooting. And the changes aren't solar. They're optimal, as if something's tuning it. But for what? The answer may lie in the void. ESA's Gaia mission just tracked a swarm of interstellar objects, not Oumuamua, not Borisov, small, dark, and moving in perfect formation. Their trajectory? A straight line toward the solar system. Their speed? Exactly 0.01% light speed. No variation, no drift, as if they're on rails. And the most chilling detail? They're decelerating. Now, the final puzzle piece. LIGO's latest detection wasn't a gravitational wave. It was an echo, a ripple with no source. But here's what's breaking physicists. The math says it originated inside our own planet, as if Earth itself rang like a bell. So tell me, what shakes a world without touching it? The countdown is at 7. And the stars, they're not just watching anymore. They're blinking, one by one. US's infrared eye just captured it. Entire constellations winking out and reigniting in perfect sync. Not dimming, not occulted, vanishing, as if space itself is refreshing. And the pattern matches no known celestial mechanics. No pulsar, no quasar, just a grid of darkness, clicking on and off across the Orion arm. Meanwhile, the Vera Rubin Observatory's first light images reveal a new horror. Galaxies are missing, not obscured, erased. Cross-referencing decades of Hubble data confirms it. NGC 1300, the pinwheel, the black eye, all gone from their original coordinates. Yet their light still reaches us, as if we're staring at afterimages, ghosts of the cosmic web. But the real fracture in reality? The neutrinos. Ice Cube's detectors in Antarctica are screaming. A pulse of the elusive particles just saturated the planet. Not from a supernova, not from a blazar, from everywhere at once. And their energy signature? Perfectly uniform, as if the entire universe exhaled. Now, the kicker. Voyager 1's dying systems just woke up. After years of silence, it's broadcasting a single looping waveform. Not telemetry, not static. A perfect sine wave, at a frequency matching the resonant hum of Saturn's rings. The problem? Voyager is now 15 billion kilometers beyond them, and the signal's intensity is growing, as if something is tuning in. Closer to home, the Mars rovers have spotted shadows. Not their own, not rocks. Jagged silhouettes stretching across the dunes at midday, with no source. Perseverance's spectrometers went haywire trying to analyze them, because they're not just dark, they're anti-light, absorbing photons without scattering, defying every law of optics. And then there's the moon. LRO's latest pass revealed a new crater. Not from an impact, a perfect cylinder, 3 kilometers deep, walls smoother than polished obsidian. Thermal scans show it's cooling, backward, getting hotter with depth, as if something drilled straight through and left the bit spinning. But the most damning evidence? The cosmic microwave background. ESA's Planck data has always been our universe's baby picture, until this week. A team at Princeton just found a glitch. A patch of the CMB near Pisces is updating, showing newer, hotter photons, like a corrupted file rewriting itself. The implication? The past isn't fixed, and whatever's editing it is getting faster. Now, listen. The inverted prime countdown just hit 3, and the oxygen levels in Earth's mesosphere? They're rising. Without explanation, without source. As if the sky itself is preparing to breathe. Meanwhile, the Parker Solar Probe has detected a structure in the sun's corona that shouldn't exist. A perfect hexagonal void, 100,000 kilometers wide, rotating against the star's magnetic field. Inside, absolute stillness. No plasma, no turbulence, just silence. As if the sun has a wound, and it's not healing. Then there's the ice. Greenland's glaciers just started singing. Seismic monitors picked up vibrations at exactly 7 Hz, the frequency known to induce dread in humans. But here's the twist. The ice isn't cracking. It's resonating, as if something beneath the kilometers-thick sheet is humming. And the oceans? NASA's SWAT satellite just mapped a series of perfect circles in the Pacific. Not waves, not eddies. Spherical disturbances 20 kilometers wide, descending straight down into the abyss, as if something is plunging. But sonar detects no mass, no displacement, just the water itself, folding. Now, look up. The Andromeda Galaxy just flickered. Houste's mid-infrared sensors caught it, a surge of radiation pulsing from its core, not in light, but in shadow, a wave of darkness radiating outward at relativistic speeds. Yet when Hubble turned to look, Andromeda appeared normal, as if the event only existed in wavelengths beyond human perception. But the most unsettling development? The clocks. Atomic timekeepers at observatories worldwide are desynchronizing not by milliseconds, by thought. The further apart they are, the greater the discrepancy. As if space-time itself is unraveling at the seams, and the rate of drift, it's accelerating, exactly in sync with the prime countdown. Speaking of which, it just hit 2, and the latest data from LIGO India confirms it. The gravitational wave echoes aren't just coming from inside Earth anymore. They're emerging from us, human bodies, the space between our atoms, as if we're hollow, and something is knocking from within. Now, the final revelation. Voyager 2's signal just changed, no longer a sine wave. A perfect Fibonacci sequence, encoded in pulses of gamma radiation. Mathematicians at Caltech ran the numbers. The sequence isn't random, it's a countdown, and it ends when the inverted primes reach 0, which, at current rates, gives us 47 days. But here's what keeps astrophysicists awake. The Fibonacci isn't counting down, it's counting up, from something else's perspective, as if we're the ones approaching, and whatever's waiting at 0 has been counting much, much longer. Now, check your shadow. Look closely. Because as of this morning, some of them aren't pointing the right way, as if the light isn't coming from the sun anymore. And the stars, they're not blinking now, they're winking. UC's latest deep field scan reveals it. Entire constellations vanishing for exactly 1.3 seconds, in perfect unison, not dimming, not obscured, erased, then reappearing unchanged. Princeton's AI flagged the pattern, it's Morse code, but not any human dialect. The intervals between pulses match the exact vibrational frequencies of carbon-12 atoms, as if the universe itself is whispering through the bones of dead stars. Meanwhile, the Event Horizon Telescope has detected a new silhouette at the heart of M87, not the black hole we've mapped before. Something smaller, denser, orbiting the singularity at 99.9% light speed. It shouldn't be possible. Nothing can resist that tidal force, unless it's not resisting, unless it's feeding the black hole, deliberately. And then there's the moon. Lunar seismometers just recorded a new kind of quake, not tectonic shifts, rhythmic impacts, precise, mechanical, all originating from Tycho crater. But here's what chills NASA's engineers. The impacts are accelerating, exactly 1.618 times faster each hour, the golden ratio, the same sequence buried in Voyager's signal. Now, the oceans again. Those descending spheres, they've begun emitting sound, not through water, through the mantle. Low-frequency vibrations traveling up through continental plates, detectable only by quantum gravity sensors. The tone, a perfect B-flat, the exact resonant frequency of Earth's iron core, as if something is tuning our planet. And the ice, it's not humming anymore. It's screaming. Seismic stations report a new frequency, 40 Hz, the neural oscillation linked to human consciousness. But Greenland's ice sheet weighs 2.9 million cubic kilometers. Mass that large shouldn't be able to vibrate that fast. Unless it's not the ice making the sound, unless the sound is making the ice. Now, the sunspot, that hexagonal void in the corona, it's growing, not expanding, replicating. 6 identical voids have appeared, arranged in a perfect hexagonal pattern around the original. Solar physicists are calling it the honeycomb anomaly, because here's the nightmare. Each new void is rotating in the opposite direction of the sun's spin, defying angular momentum, defying physics, and the clocks? The desynchronization has reached a critical threshold. At Mauna Kea Observatory, time is now passing 0.007 seconds slower than at the South Pole. The discrepancy should tear GPS networks apart, but the satellites haven't noticed, as if something is compensating, adjusting, keeping the illusion intact. Now, the final twist. The inverted prime countdown? It's not just numbers anymore. As of 0347 UTC this morning, radio telescopes in Chile picked up something else, a secondary signal, piggybacking on the primes, a waveform that, when decoded, renders as a perfect circle, not an image. A mathematical object, a shape with no edges, no angles, no dimensions, just infinite curvature. The same circle appears in the hexagonal voids of the sun, the icequake patterns on the moon, the spherical disturbances in the Pacific. A signature, a fingerprint, And according to fresh data from the Vera Rubin Observatory, it's not just appearing anymore, it's rotating, as if whatever drew it is turning to look back. Now, check your hands. Run your fingers along your skin. Because dermatologists worldwide just reported a new phenomenon. Perfectly circular patches of epidermis, exactly 1.618 millimeters in diameter, where human skin stops reflecting light. Not scars, not discolorations, just absolute absorption. As if tiny pieces of you are already gone. And the stars, they're not winking anymore. They're blinking in unison. From Proxima Centauri to Betelgeuse, entire constellations now pulse in perfect sync every 23 minutes, like a cosmic metronome. The James Webb Space Telescope confirms it. This isn't stellar activity, it's occlusion. Something vast, dark, and geometrically perfect is transiting thousands of stars simultaneously, not passing in front of them, passing through them, as if reality itself has developed. Folds. And here's what haunts the astronomers at the Vera Rubin Observatory. That rotation they detected? It's speeding up. The circle is now completing a full turn every 7.2 hours, exactly the length of a Martian day. Coincidence or countdown? One theory suggests we're witnessing the activation of a primordial structure, a blueprint woven into space-time itself, older than the Big Bang, a machine, a message, or worse, a membrane, something waking up. But the most chilling data comes from the Parker Solar Probe. As it skimmed the sun's corona last week, it detected a fluctuation in the solar wind, a ripple of particles arranged in that same infinite curve, not emanating from the sun, projecting onto it, as if the entire solar system is just a screen. And something is pressing through from the other side. So tonight, step outside, look up. The sky hasn't changed. Not yet. But remember this. Every law of physics says what we're seeing is impossible. Yet there it is, unfolding, accelerating. And the only thing more terrifying than the unknown is being known. If you've made it this far, you're one of us. The ones who watch, the ones who listen. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and brace yourself. Because next week, we dive into the anomaly they're not even letting astronomers study anymore. The one they tried to erase from the JESS data logs. The signal isn't coming from deep space anymore. It's coming from inside the solar system, and it's not a circle this time.